What up, and good morning to all of my morning beta viewers. Oh, I haven't yet decided fully what I'm gonna do this morning show about. Um, I watched a couple of reviews for some stuff that's up and coming this morning. I saw the Injustice 2 is getting the Ninja Turtles. I saw a trailer for something called Anthem, which looks awesome, but from what I understand has got a lot of skepticism surrounding its release because of how EA and BioWare has done its last couple of games. I haven't been paying any attention to anything in the world news over the past couple of days, so I may check in on that and see what's going on. I hear Google is considering a game streaming service console hardware. Oh, the Deadpool 2 official trailer number 4 came out yesterday. Um, Oh, apparently there's been a spike in U.S. suicides after Robin Williams' death. Um, wow, the actor Mickey Jones, known from Home Improvement and Justified, died at 76. He was always Mickey Jones was the guy that always came in into the tool segments. The construction worker guy on the show. He used to always come in and he would do that stuff. Hmm. Wow. Let's see. Destiny 2's Valentine's Day event returns and more generous than ever, apparently. Jim Carrey is dumping his Facebook stock and telling other investors to do the same thing. The Black Panther reviews roar with 100% Rotten Tomatoes score. Shaked up Marvel with feeling and flair. There's a lot of Black Panther stuff. Let's see. Netflix and Paramount took a crappy movie and turned it into gold. This is the sort of movie that would have been lost money at the box office after a standard and expensive running trailers and blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see more stories. I'm not seeing anything interesting in here. Later on, I'll be going from this over to Terraria. I'll spend about another hour to 2 hours in Terraria again. I may do some VR stuff today. I may also do some Tekken stuff today. Grand Theft Auto news. GTA 5 players are spending lots on microtransactions as game passes 90 million units shipped. Okay, that's worth reading. Let's see. Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar Games and 2K Games, reported earnings for its fiscal third quarter ended December 31st, 2017. It's good times for the company as it's posted gains for revenue while GTA 5's online mode continued to make a lot of money during the holiday season for GTA Online and NBA 2K set records for recurrent consumer spending. This Take-Two terminology to describe revenue from microtransactions, subscriptions, DLC, and other forms of digital content. The Take-Two CFO Lainie Goldstein said during an earnings call the company um, committed to recurrent consumer spending. The goal for the company, as it stated for years now, to have all of its games featured microtransactions in some form. This would also include Red Dead Redemption 2, through no specific detail on how microtransactions may be featured in that game have been announced. Regarding microtransactions in general, Take-Two CEO Stratus Zelnick, Zelnick said, we're focused on players, not players. Players, not players. Giving people great content for free is part of what is making GTA Online so successful." He added that Zelnick went on to say that when you create compelling content, the monetization will take care of itself. Additionally, GTA 5, the base game, continues to see robust ongoing sales, which is remarkable given that the title originally launched back in 2013. GTA 5 has shipped more than 90 million copies, Take-Two announced today, making it one of the most commercially successful games ever in the United States. In December 2017, GTA Online set a new player record. More people played GTA Online during the month than ever before in the game's history. Take-Two said that the game is enduringly successful. Take-Two said that due in part to Rockstar's commitment to regularly releasing new and engaging content such as Doomsday Heist and content themed around Halloween and Christmas. And look, I can speak in part for that because around Christmas there was this huge rush of noobs, and man, December was noob hunting season. You'd see people out on the map, and it was just free KD for that month. I can vouch for that myself. Take-Two CEO Strzelnick at one time referred to GTA Online as the gift that keeps on giving as it relates to the money that it makes from the game's microtransactions. Given the massive success of GTA Online, it stands to reason that Rockstar's next big game this October, Red Dead Redemption 2, may offer something similar. All that we know for sure, however, is that it is a Western, will have a brand new online multiplayer experience. Take-Two's net revenue for the quarter, um, Take-Two's net revenue for the quarter was 480.8 million, up from 476.5 million during the same period last year. Jesus. Okay. Revenue from recurrent consumer spending jumped by 64% year over year and made up 32% of Take-Two's total net revenue. Unsurprisingly, GTA Online was called out as one of the main contributors. Take-Two's profit for the quarter was 25.1 million, which is down from 29.8 million during the same period last year. Similar to many other companies, Take-Two incurred in tax expense related to Trump's Tax Cut and Job Act, which was enacted on December 27th. Take-Two expenses for this was 11.9 million, so the company would have made a profit instead of a loss under normal circumstances. During an earnings call, Take-Two shared some further details on the company's performance during the quarter. Here are some takeaways. NBA 2K18 has sold 8 million copies and expected to be one of 2K's best-selling sports games ever. Management said WWE brand remains so popular that it is an opportunity in the future to release more games. However, Take-Two did not share a sales number for WWE 2K8. Take-Two Take-Two reaffirmed that a highly anticipated new title from 2KS and big franchise is still on the way. This is likely a reference to Borderlands 3. Take-Two has been impressed with the success of the Switch so far. The company will consider bringing more titles to it where it makes sense. More to come. I personally do not take anything, and this is my personal opinion. Don't get mad, don't get offended. But the Switch is for kids. Nintendo is for kids. That's what you give to your preteen. That's the safe zone that you give them. You're not going to have to deal with as much hassle from a Switch. That's what you give your kids. If you're a serious gamer, if you play games, if you like competitive games, if you like the challenge of another individual versus an AI, PlayStation is your area. Xbox is like that range between 13 and 17 that it doesn't fucking matter. No serious gamer is on Xbox. You can get a PC and get the same shit that's on an Xbox. There's no need to pay $300 or $400 for hardware that comes with your laptop. That's just ridiculous. All you gotta buy is a controller. PlayStation is the only company that can do everything that the other game companies can do and then some. It's the only one that's got VR. It's the only one that's got a dual lens camera. It's the only one that uses motion sensors in its it has depth perception in its motion sensors. It's the only one that offers absolutely everything that all of the others do and beyond. You know, you've got several apps that key along with it. You've got several services that key along with it. It's got all kinds of exclusives that no other. I think, you know, Xbox is maybe got 5, maybe 6 exclusive games to it, whereas PlayStation has over probably 20, 25, maybe even 30. So much so that they've made entire Melee games out of those things, almost up to par with how Nintendo did their Smash Brothers games. But just in my personal opinion, dude, if you don't have a PlayStation, you're not a serious gamer. You're not trying to actually play with the big boys. Just my opinion. Hmm. Amazon is going to start delivering whole food groceries within 2 hours from Prime users. Hmm. Jobless claims drop 90,000 to 221,000, remain near a 45-year low. Hmm. There was a Tucker special report on how Google is tracking more people. I also hear Google is going to be launching a service that counters Siri soon. A little clock. Google is also getting into a lot more things. They're getting into our home. They're getting into security feeds. They're getting into your thermostat and things like that. They're going to start making a lot of changes. Oh, Thomas Middelth on Time's Up, TJ Miller, and the end of Twitter. Yeah, I will say it's been a while since Twitter had anything real to do. Oh Lord, here we go. The iPhone source code gets posted online in the biggest leak in history. The motherboard. Source code for the iBoot, one of the most critical iOS programs, was anonymously posted on GitHub. Which means the iPhone has been hacked. Oh, and 62 years later, Jaguar is building the final $25 million D-Types. $25 million for a single car. That is insane. And apparently Disney is talking about doing a streaming service, and it's going to be a direct competitor for Netflix. That's not going to end well. California says it's going to ban crude from Trump's offshore drilling plan. Will block the transport of petroleum from new offshore oil rigs through its states, officials told the news. Let's see. What else? It's pretty crazy all the stuff that goes on. I haven't seen anything about the riots in a couple of days. Um, Not 17, 18. There were more post-Super Bowl arrests in the New England than in Philadelphia. Philadelphia Super Bowl celebrations were lively, fun, sometimes life-endangering, and had poop eating. But when it comes to actual legitimate violence, it was New England that had a city full of brotherly love beat. In the aftermath of Super Bowl 52, there were 4 record arrests in Philadelphia following celebrations, all of which were vandalism. That number is expected to grow, but considering the size of crowds in Philadelphia, it's largely expected. Philadelphia natives trying to proved their city wasn't just drunk people jumping off awnings and sharing photos or videos of fans just having a good time in the streets. One of the highlights in this clip of two fans playing rock, paper, scissors for ownership of a board street sign written down in the celebration. New England, on the other hand, had some real violence. The biggest flashpoint was the UMass Amherst campus, where a riot ensued following the Super Bowl. 6 people were arrested and 12 injured after fights broke out and projectiles were thrown. Ultimately, riot police needed to be dispatched to disperse the crowd. Boston itself was largely quiet, but UMass Amherst riot had moved violence from Philadelphia experienced during its night of celebration based on arrests made. In addition, a student from the University of New Hampshire was arrested, and more are expected to be made in the following. Party turned violent, and people began setting off fireworks in the crowd and throwing bottles. This kind of violence happens after a major event, and no city is safe from people acting like idiots, but maybe remember this story next time you assume Philadelphia is the most violent sports town in America. This is nothing. We're complaining, excuse me, about the violence over the Super Bowl. What about the violence every year from Black Friday? You know, every fucking year, people's greed reaches this peak where as soon as sales hit, man, for the love of money and shopping and consumerism, we go out and we trample hundreds of thousands of people just to get a sale on a fucking TV. Get out of here, man. The greed of men is ridiculous. Don't ever think that we're better than we are, dude. If you ever wonder why aliens have never come here to contact us, it's because from their point of view, we must look fucking ridiculous. It's a shame. So, let's see here. Let's see what else I've got in store today. I'm going to, this Friday, we're not doing a car show. Instead, we will be doing a Help Friends thing this Friday, where we'll be helping anybody make money, show glitches, trade cars, any glitches that may still be working. We've got a couple of people that'll be tagging off to do different heists and stuff, and I will most likely be in party for this week's event. I think it'll be me, my wife, my crew members. Mm. Um, mm, um, I think it's fine. Let's see. At some point, I want to make a video, and I'll do it live. I'll do it from in-game. I'll do it from GTA most likely. But I want to show how to recognize the map, how to recognize the game that you're playing, and how it's played in this era. GTA is a lot different now than what it was when it came out. When it came out, we're talking street level crime. We're talking you have to worry about guys driving by and doing, uh, you know, doing a drive-by shooting on you or throwing out a sticky and blowing up your shit. That was like the biggest concern back then. Or somebody coming through in a laser and spraying the fucking area. That was your biggest concern back then. Now there is a multitude of heavily armed vehicles, people claning up together. You've got tryharders who will blow themselves up to keep you from killing them. You've got um, what I call passive poppers or pussy poppers. They will pop in and out of passive mode to keep you from killing them while strategically placing themselves somewhere where they have the advantage. I found another, or I didn't, but my buddy Scoot found another glitch last night. It's actually fairly simple. There is nothing difficult to this particular glitch. You can slide right into it with no problem. There's no complicated anything. You just literally just walk into it, and it'll fit a car, a motorcycle, all kinds of shit. You can shoot out of 3 walls of this thing. The only downside to it is it didn't seem to be a very strategically placed glitch. There's not very many shots to be had. The player would need to be in a very specific area to be able to get a hold of you. So that's the only downside to that. Um, I'm going to start doing more segments on really how to play, how to recognize what's on the map, how to work as a team, how to, because me and my friends, we don't mean to. We've just been playing together so long that we unify when we play. We all know that everybody has, nobody is in the lead. Everybody is a shared partner in what is going on. Everybody has a, we all have um, the opportunity to to see what's going on in the map and recognize and how to defend everyone. How to cover each other's backs and how to make sure that you can. I mean, we can fully sweep a map in, I'd say, less than 45 to 30 minutes, somewhere between there. We can take out a whole map. Doesn't matter who's in it. Just with a little, you don't have to be the best player in the world. It really has become an MMO. It's an action RPG, an action MMO, but it's still an MMO nonetheless. Which the first time I heard that, I got a little offended until I realized he's completely right. He's completely right. It's not a game that you can do on your own anymore. You definitely need friends. You definitely need a community. Speaking of communities, the Ads Collective, which is the picture from right here. If you are not a member, if you play GTA, by all means, if you're on PlayStation, check out this community. This is where I post all of my car shows, all of my help friends things. Most of the time, the pictures and the videos from the car shows that we do. Um, Anytime I live stream, like this live stream here, since I'm doing it right now, it's actually being shown in the top of this channel. So anytime I go live, it posts here and it says that I'm live. Um, we're almost up to 200. I think we're up to 199 people in there now. So we hit 200, there's always an overabundance of people that show up to the car shows. This is where I post the car shows, and let me talk about that briefly for a moment. When it comes time for the car shows, about 30 to 45 minutes, I ignore all messages, all of them. Doesn't matter who they are or what they're from. There is no emergency unless there is literally something going on in my home that is going to, or a death in my family or something that is going to draw me away from that. I am fully preparing for the show. I'm getting the lobby set up. I'm getting the party set up. I'm going over the car show committee and making sure that we've got everything together, prepared, and the plan ready to put in effect. Because even though it's a surprise to everybody else, me and the committee get together and plan out everything that's going to happen. Nothing is unexpected in these things. Now, there's always some kind of minor adjustments that are going to take place anytime you're doing a live show, but we always try to accommodate those things and account for them in the planning process so that if there's an adjustment, it is only a minor adjustment that is not any sort of big deal. Um, I don't have time to send out individual invitations for these things, which is why I send them out in mass. I send them out in the communities and in the Magic Ninjas groups and let them know when a car show is up and ongoing so that everyone has an opportunity to come, because all of my car shows are non-violent. We have security, we have valet parking, we have, I act as the director, and me and my team get together and we discuss how the show's going to go, what things we think will work, what things we think won't work, and so on and so forth, to do everything that we can to make not only a good live show experience for when I stream these things, but also a good experience for the people that show up to the car shows, and it keeps them engaged, and you may learn some shit you didn't know before. You may learn a tactic. You may meet a friend. You may find a new glitch. You may see cars and costume combinations that you may never have thought of and that are all always unique. None of the themes are ever mandatory. You do not need any particular type of car or outfit to come to these shows. Bring what you have. Everyone is welcome. You don't have to necessarily stick to the theme. It is preferred that if you can, that you try to, because it makes it more fun for everybody else. But if you don't have the cash, if you don't have the money or the car or the outfit, don't worry about it. Just come, bring yourself, enjoy yourself, meet some people, because odds are you're going to meet some people who are also good at the game and that don't mind helping people. A lot of my friends that attend these things, we already have millions. We are already ridiculously rich in the game, and most of the time we're either looking for a lobby to wreck, or we're looking for a new glitch, or we're just looking for some people to help. You know what I mean? We love playing the game in whatever kind of facet we can find. Also on that topic of filming, I'll be making a bloopers reel here at some point. I over the last couple of days have pulled some really stupid spoofs and got myself in some really odd places. So I'm going to be making a blooper reel at some point for that. Also, my friend Baden last night gave me permission to make. I made a small episode for him. I think it was about 15 minutes long the other day. It was called An Evening with Ape, and he gave me permission to make a sound effect board uh, based on the noises that he made in This Is the Game. They were just absolutely hilarious. So at some point, probably within the next 2 weeks, I'll be putting together a soundboard for him that I may incorporate into future shows and future live streams and shit that are just absolutely hilarious, dude. You couldn't ask for a better friend, man. And mad props to him too, by the way, because he helped me really get this started. He gave me a good foundation of uh, someone to bounce these ideas off of, and what I wanted to incorporate into these shows, and what I wanted to talk about, do, and the messages that I wanted to convey, and how I wanted to do them, and get them done in a clear manner that was both entertaining and to a point. So like when I do these shows, it's a little more serious than what it is in the evenings when I play. When I play in the evenings, when I'm playing with my friends, I'm a fucking asshole and a retard, which the only reason that I am that way is because that's how I am naturally, and I don't want to lie to nobody, whether it's streamers or non-streamers, whether it's viewers or non-viewers. In real life, I am who I am, and I don't hide anything. I don't make any excuses for anything. I try to be as fair as I can. I try to be as nice as I can. Sometimes I'm just having fun, and I'm a guy, and I just play rough. So there's nothing like malice or mean behind it. I'm just fucking around. I'm just playing. Um, but I play rough. So, um, let's see. So, here in just a few minutes, I'm gonna cut this morning show. I'll probably do a little bit of Tekken first. I'll do my Tekken episode first, and then I'll probably only do about 3 fights. I don't like to do too much of that because I get burnt out on it. Kind of hurts my hand to play that for too much. So I'll do a little bit of Tekken first. After I do about 3 rounds of Tekken, I've got to jump into GTA and sell a car at some point. I'll probably do that first. I'll probably jump into GTA, sell a car, and then just so I get that done early in the morning, and then I'll hop into Tekken and do about 3 or 4 rounds of Tekken. I'll do a live stream for Tekken, and then I'll go into Terraria and do about an hour to 2 hours in Terraria, and then I'll see where I'm at from there. I might possibly do some VR stuff later today. I may go check in on the Rec Room. I heard that they released some new pirate thing that I may want to go check out. I'm not 100% on that yet, but I'll go check it out and see what's going on. Try to do a live stream for that too. And then by this evening, I've decided to call my evening plays for GTA today, because each one is a live stream. Each one has no particular goal. Each one has no particular thing. It's just me either wrecking a lobby, hanging out with friends, bullshitting with friends, or whatever. I'm sure if you saw last night's episode, it started off in a weird place where I was already in a glitch, but somehow I landed in this particularly odd spot, and it wound up becoming an eventful evening. Speaking in which, if you know a dude named Cowboy Up, you better warn him about me, because if I see him, I'm wrecking that dude. Very literally, I warned him last night, because he came up and he killed me, dude. I don't play with killing friends. I don't ever kill friends, not on purpose, and he came up and intentionally was fucking with me and Scoot last night. So I told him, and I've warned him, from this point on, every time I see him, I'm gonna wreck him. It's not personal. It's just reputation. You don't get to do that kind of stuff and get away with it. Not me, my friends, or anybody else. You don't get to do that to us. So I'm gonna have to make an example of that boy. He may think it's a game, but when it comes to my money and when it comes to my KD, I don't play. So like I said, my money is glitched. It's not modded, it's glitched. I have a lot of money in it because I, found whatever glitch. There are tons and tons and tons of ways to make money in GTA. Whether it's what? Whether it's literally grinding the game, or whether it's there was a method released yesterday that in about 20 minutes you can make 900 and something thousand, and it's a legitimate game that you can do grind over and over and over and make millions on. You'll get massive RP and cash from doing this thing in about 20 minutes. And so there are legitimate ways to make money. There's illegitimate ways to make money. From what I understand, there's a new way of modding things, but it has to be done from a fresh new account. So there's a new way to mod. From what I understand, I haven't looked into it because I have no interest in modding. I like to keep my level and my KD as legitimate as possible. It's also why I never go passive, and I never go ghost. I let people see when I'm coming. I'll let it be a fair fight, almost every time. So, and I'm not the best player, but I try to have fun, and I try to, support my friends. So, let's see. With all that, we'll go ahead and end this show. I'm not quite sure how long it's been. Yeah, let's check on the time here. I've got a couple of birthdays today. I'll look at this. Let's see how long it's been. We're up to 110 subscribers. I am live, sitting at about 30 minutes. That's about all I need it to be. I don't need these things to be very long. People do only get moderately interested in these things. Anyway, let's see how many views I've had so far. Oh, it says there's one watching. Well, that one watching is me. Now, so we'll switch over, and I'm gonna go sell a car in GTA real quick. As soon as I get done with that, I'll hop over into Tekken and start my live streams for the day. Again, if there's anything you want to see from the channel, if there's any more games you want to see me play, if there's anything you want to see me build in Terraria, if there's any goals you want to see me meet in GTA, if there's things or missions or glitches that you would like to see from GTA, by all means let me know. I am considering, which I haven't before because I didn't want to get known for money glitches, but I am considering making videos for money glitches. I see a lot of people doing it, and I'm starting to get a lot of requests. I'm starting to get friends ask me, well, I've always had friends ask me how to do them because I kind of stay current on those things and how to, the easiest ways to make money. So I'm considering making those videos so that I don't have to go through as much. I can just send them the link and they can watch it and they can, better understand, which I know is going to make my viewership go up. But I want to keep in mind that that is not going to be my only thing. If I make glitch videos, they are not going to be the only kinds of videos I make. I am still going to stay doing these and doing, live event stuff and my gameplays and stuff like that. But still, I'm interested to see where this channel is going to lead, what you guys would like to see, Um, I'll probably start doing some kind of talk show things. I may start doing this in the evenings and just, do a live show with some friends, maybe on the weekends and stuff, maybe Saturdays and Sundays. Just set aside a certain time on Saturdays, maybe midday or afternoon or something like that, and do like a live talk show with some friends and see how that plays out, just kind of see how things go. In the meantime, man, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, man. If you can donate, anything you can helps. Every donation is appreciated, man. I'm really trying to get this thing kicked off and get this thing going in the right direction for me, my family, my viewers, my crewmates. These are all the people that uh, I support me and I support them back, and so I want to say thanks to everybody who's helped me kick this thing off, man. Until next time, man, we'll see you guys later. Have a good one. If you're in GTA, keep them guns up.